50-1 elimination win a week ago. The clash of those two and 7 others. We are set for a start. They're often pacing. Gia Surreal and the Barn Dogs watching, gate gapped. Good beginning in the center. Quick off the gate is Silver Label. Explosive speed from Silver Label as she has gunned her way to the front. From the far outside, it's Kobe's GG. Up and driving here for Miller. A tucked in third is Grace Hill. In behind her from in fourth, travels along So Much More. Off the speed, 2 more lengths into fifth now. Treacherous Dragon. Further back into sixth is Amazing Dream. I'm Off and Gone is seventh to the rail. 2 more lengths back to Gia Surreal. The Barn Dogs watching can see them all at a quarter of 25 3. And here comes Grace Hill as McNair lets her roll in the second quarter. Grace Hill is out of third into second and powering up as they go by 3/8. Grace Hill finds the front. Silver Label back into second. Kobe's GG, So Much More. Here's Treacherous Dragon angling to the outside now from in fifth for Dunn. And popped out of third comes Kobe's GG. Field by the half in 53 4. And they race into the final turn. Grace Hill up front a length and a half. Silver Label second. Kobe's GG first over third now. Treacherous Dragons on the outside from in fourth. A trapped in So Much More fifth. Sixth outside Amazing Dream. Seventh and up on the move goes I'm Off and Gone. Scooting up the inside is Gia Surreal. And the trailer remains to Barn Dogs watching. Grace Hill. She's got the racetrack. She leads to 3/4. She's over there in 1:21 1. Outside Kobe's GG. Already holding up the white flag. Pocket sitter is Silver Label. Treacherous Dragon on the far outside. Not tonight. She came up flat. 3/4 in 21 1. And Grace Hill is packing. Grace Hill's up front by 2. Back into second, Silver Label. Kobe's GG and So Much More. It is Grace Hill. A monster performance in the Roses Are Red as she wins by 2.5 lengths in 1:47 4. A stakes track and Canadian record mile for Grace Hill.
Huge mile for the winner, 1:47 4 for Grace Hill. And good to see Dougie McNair just shaking off what happened back in race number 8 and coming back with a gorgeous win.
What a talent this guy is, you know. I mean, to get smoked like that in the race before.
Treacherous Dragon on the far outside. Not tonight. She came up flat. 3/4 in 21 1. And Grace Hill is packing. Grace Hill's up front by 2. Back into second, Silver Label. Kobe's GG and So Much More. It is Grace Hill. A monster performance in the Roses Are Red as she wins by 2.5 lengths in 1:47 4. A stakes track and Canadian record mile for Grace Hill. Winner's circle capturing this year's Roses Are Red final. It is the 4 Grace Hill. Grace Hill, 5-year-old daughter of Always Be Mickey, out of the Western Terramere Western Silk, bred by White Birch Farm, owned by Tom Hill of Hamilton, Ontario. Stakes training double tonight for Virgil Morgan Jr. And Doug McNair with a stakes double on tonight's card as well. We saw them teaming up earlier tonight to win the Armbro Flight in upset fashion with Rye Andrevet, a sensational mare in her own right. She held the long-standing record of 1:48, originally set it at just over a decade ago, back in 2013.
Okay. Here, do you want this? Hey, Tom. Do you want the trophy? I'm with the judge. I'll get that later. Let's do some trophy stuff. I get stepped on by
Grace Hill captures the Roses Are Red final in a stakes track and Canadian record. I'm here with driver Doug McNair and owner Tom Hill. Doug, I just want to start with you. Some tense moments, unfortunately, in the Gold Cup. I'm glad you came out of it okay. And you go a big mile with this mare tonight and showed some emotion just before the wire. Just talk about it.
Yeah, you know, like 15, 20 minutes ago, I'm laying on the track not knowing what's going on. And next thing you know, I'm standing in the winning circle for the Roses Are Red, one of the greatest mares I've ever seen through a bridle, I think.
That's pretty good. I mean, I would tough it out to kind of race this mare because you two have gotten along exceptionally well. Just talk about your trip tonight. I mean, you rolled her to a 25 in first quarter and a half of 52. I mean, how good did she feel out there tonight?
No, she felt great. I mean, Dex had the 2 holes, so I mean, we were middle of the gate. We kind of wanted to get a bit of advantage of them coming in the last turn. And once the dust settled, I put her in the front. And I mean, she did the rest. I was just a passenger. So 121 and still come home in 26 and change. It's just it's outrageous.
Well, Doug, it's great to see you just okay right now, and great to see you in the winner's circle. Congratulations, bud.
Thanks, Doug.
I mean, Tom, you were giving me grief earlier tonight about not picking your mare. You were harping that she was the best. You kept harping it. She proved it tonight.
Virgil's been telling me for 8, 9 months as he's had the mare that it's the best mare on the planet. She's proved it tonight. What I can't get, it's not for me, but the horse doesn't get the recognition she deserves. I look at the 10 raters for the top 10 horses. She won the TVG, she won the Breeders' Crown. She's never been beat this year, and she's still not on there. Is it because I'm English? I'm not an American. I don't know, but I'm beginning to think it's biased.
Well, if some of those people didn't respect your mare, they definitely will now, because like I said, stakes, track, and Canadian record, Tom, it's been a great week for you so far this week at Woodbine. It was a great night for you. Congratulations. Great job.
Thanks very much. I appreciate it. You do a great job here, and I'm always, when I come to Canada, I feel at home. It's my second home.
Well, we love having you here, Tom, and thank you for bringing up such great talent over at this racetrack. Doug McNair, Tom Hill, Grace Hill, get it done in the Roses Are Red final.